Today I'm going to be starting a new sandbox save, which I'll be recording often, but in the Irela system by Nevon, I guess. Apparently it's version 1.0. I don't know. I'm just gonna name it really quickly. And there we go. Okay, so our first goal, and our goal for this video, I would say, is to get into orbit and return. Also, I'm gonna make, and I know I'm not in career mode, but I don't know how to do that, okay? So quick challenge. I'm only gonna be able to make 2 stages here. So, I'm also only gonna use probes at the moment. So yeah. Don't worry, things aren't gonna be unfair. All I need to do is get to space and back anyway. Hang on, did I just contradict myself? I think I did. Okay, all I need to do is get to orbit and back. That should be okay. I need to find a relatively efficient engine. I'll use the dragon. Shrink down the dragon. Increase the size of the dragon a bit. Install the dragon. Stop saying dragon. Okay, sorry. I'll stop saying dragon. Bit of detachment force here. I don't want that. I want boop. 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 Make it red because the Red Space Company is awesome. I forgot to mention in my original save. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to explain that right now. if you want, let me know in the comments if you want me to explain it in the future. But I'm not explaining it right now. Okay, I want a. Let's shrink that down a bit. Install it. Yoink it. And install some side boosters. Yoink them down. Shrink this. Yoink them. What am I need to talk more often. Okay, so now I'm just installing some mage engines, as you can probably see. And I'm installing some nose cones, and I'm making sure they're on the right style that I want. Okay, next I think I'm gonna color in the boosters, make them a nice orange. Then the red in the center, red. I know there's a lot of red, but trust me, it's a good thing. Okay, I don't know how far up the atmosphere goes, so I'm just hoping for the best. And lastly, I'm going to install some solar panels. Because solar panels are important, since this thing's going to be recording the deep dark of space for a long time. And I don't want it to run out of battery, because then I won't be able to return. So I'm just going to yoink on some small solar panels. Here's a trick I learned the other day. You can shrink down the size of your solar panels. You can switch to ESA hinge and hide the base. And then you can just like yoink this forward. And look at how much nicer that looks. Lovely. 5x 6 4-way symmetry should be good. And I can get this thing flying up into the upper atmosphere. I'll start at the PSC launch pad because it just makes sense. I'm gonna do some yoinking.
I don't know about you guys, but TikTok can get kind of boring after a while, and that's why I downloaded Ep1. Each swipe is a whole new game that somebody's created, and what's cool is that you...
And yes, I do only... It's depressing. And I don't have YouTube Studio, so I can't edit that out either. So you're just gonna have to suffer with me, or you could just skip ahead. Now we are at the... Okay, I'm gonna scan the planet. How close is this thing to the sun? That's a low period. Oh, it's a moon! Ah, geez, that's interesting. Maybe one of these days I could go into Mooner, I guess. Maybe in a couple videos time, but right now I want to scan the planet and check out its, let me see, apoapsis. Does it not have an apoapsis? Well, let's just launch. Ignore the volume stuff. I think I don't know what's happening to it. No, not user face size. Yeah, see, everything is... It should be working. Did I leave? No, I didn't. Okay, so everything should be working. It's just ignore the volume. I'll make some of my own. That was stupid. Okay. Oh, that's my apoapsis. Okay, I want to find out the planet info. Surface height. I'm gonna pause the game real quick. Surface height. Times periapsis, ray ascension. I can't find it! This is annoying. It says that... I'm looking to look. 96 kilometers. There we are. I'm about to reach the 96 kilometers. There we go. There we go. I've reached 96 kilometers. Let's, actually, just for fun, let's see how much delta V it would cost to get into orbit of this. How big is this moon? I don't think I'm getting into orbit this time. Just maybe. I don't think I'm getting into orbit this time. Let's, just for funsies though, let's just see what would happen. That's with my extra kit. And I think space planes would actually be very viable here. I'm not going to make it to orbit, but that doesn't mean it's not worth a shot. No! I'm in the atmosphere! Ah! No! Run! And I had a whole stage left, so I would have made it, but the burn was so slow. No! Well. Look, okay. Well, I'm gonna go fix the rocket really quickly. So, after the main ascent booster stage thing, I think this time I want to try and keep my rocket. I'm gonna need a third stage. Yes, I know, I'm breaking my own rule. I'm sorry, but I genuinely don't think it's possible to get to orbit with this heavy of a... Well, technically it is. It's just really slow, so it would benefit massively from having just a Wyvern engine, which is a good mid-stage booster. Speaking of which, I'm thinking about replacing that Titan engine with a mid-stage booster, just to make it more efficient. Doesn't seem right, though. Does it? Yeah, it doesn't seem right. Okay, let's install... Okay, let's put the booster back on. Booster! The booster is refusing. Ah, jeez. Let's just... I don't really care about... Let's just make it black, because black is a good colour sometimes. There we go. And there we go. There's our camera here. We've got a little... I'm going to build a scanning arm real quick. Oh, hold on, 1 second. I'm going to build a... hang on, what would I need a scanning arm? I'm not going to a moon or surface, I'm going to space. Ah, well. Let me grab this piston and just... Let me check out this piston's push thing. I'm just looking, I'm sorry. I don't think a piston would actually be very helpful, if I'm being honest. Let's use instead... Actually, do you guys have any ideas what I should use? Right now it's my scientific experiment. I'm going to use something that's pretty obvious. I'm going to install 2... Yeah, there we go. I'm going to install 2 atmospheric tests. Here's how I like to build an I like building atmospheric tests like this, and then you can like run them. I don't want to put them to the throttle. I want to put them to a slider, so that way I can grab the slider and I can yoink that up and see if the propellers do anything. Well, technically I know they won't, but got another ad. Well, it's time. I actually have that game, so if you ever want me to do a YouTube video of that, just let me know. Stop. What am I doing? It's also been forever since someone actually made a video about Juno New Origins. Trust me. I know. I'm gonna yoink that to 68. No funny numbers allowed here. I actually feel bad for that number. Anyway, I'm gonna yoink that, and I want to have I want to begin pitching down like 49 maybe. Let me see, we've got... I'm going the wrong way. Or am I? Am I going the wrong way? I don't know, actually. I'm just gonna pause that, plan my burn. Yeah, I think I'm going the wrong way. Well, let's see if I can get into orbit like this anyway. Just for fun. Yeah, I've definitely gone the wrong way. No! Man. Boop, boop. Boop. Like, I'm just gonna let myself warp up to the node. Just gonna do that. I'm gonna pitch that up for a second. AC. How much? I don't know how people do this. I mean, I'm good at Juno New Origins. I've made it to Mars before, and that takes a similar amount of delta V. This might take a while. So, boop. I'm just gonna time warp. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. Yes, we're in orbit! That was fun. Look at that. We're in orbit. I'm gonna let the camera run for a while. I'm gonna take the side of the camera. I'm gonna deploy the solar panels. And I'm just gonna let you watch them deploy from the camera view, actually, just because that might look better. And it's time to warp around and pretend to do some science, because there's no actual science experiments in Sandbox. Jeez. Well, I just realized I forgot to put a parachute on this thing, so I'm not gonna be able to land. But hey, it is a probe, so... And since it's been proved possible, I'm going to save this flight. And I'm gonna make some edits so that this thing can actually come back down. And this time I'm gonna actually go the right way. I promise. Can't believe it took 3 stages worth of fuel just to get into orbit of wherever I was. Maybe one of these days I could do a gas giant hop. No, I'm definitely thinking too far into the future. But now that we know orbit is possible, we just need to find a way to get back down. And that should be pretty easy. I need a heat shield. I'm going to install a heat shield. I'm going to install a stage and a heat shield. Stop repeating yourself. Okay, where is it? Oh, no. Okay, this is just embarrassing now. I'm sorry I had to suffer through that. I'm sorry. Okay, let's shrink down the heat shield. I do want it to be slightly bigger, just because reasons. And just some jokes. How hard? I actually wonder. I know I can't do this in career mode since I don't have that career DLC thing. But I'm just curious. If anyone does do that, can anyone just find out? No, I'm meant to be the YouTuber here. Don't do that. I'm joking. You can do whatever you want. I said, there we go. Anyway, now it's time for the final.
Do you want to see your house or any
Again?
other place through satellites outside the Earth? That means if there is a
There we
car.
go, I've muted it. You don't need to suffer. You don't need to suffer. I think I'm gonna mark this video as paid promotion, just because, even though I wasn't paid. I think I'm just gonna mark this as paid promotion so that you guys can understand the 3 ads that just went through. Now, let's launch. And this time, I know to go this way. Is this the right way? Let me check. If it isn't, it's fine. Because I can get to orbit. It's only a bit of extra weight, after all. Let's do this. No, that's a bit much. I'll do 2x. I'm gonna pitch over a bit more. I want to keep expanding. There we go. Let's pause and plan the maneuver. It's pretty much the same thing as last time, but I can't skip ahead because I do not know the first thing about anything. So I'm just gonna talk to you for a while and just, Besides, how rare is it to see like a version of these videos that isn't completely edited? Like I'm pretty sure Matt Lowndes done the same thing in the past, but he doesn't do that for Juno. So actually, maybe one day he could. Juno's a fun game. Maybe one day he could. Maybe one day he'll think about it. Like maybe it's a Fool's joke or something. But then he gets a Kerbal Space Program. Obviously, he'll do Real Solar System. I know his channel. I know it very well. So, you can trust me. I'm just gonna link that up. And I'm gonna link it back down. Okay, bird. No, my science. Well, I didn't do it anyway, so. I'm back in the atmosphere, aren't I? Yeah, I am. No, I'm back in the atmosphere. I think I'm gonna go the right way this time. Something tells me I don't have enough fuel. So I think I'm just gonna. So instead of fixing it, I'm just gonna do the complete opposite and ignore it. So I have to go towards the water. I'm not used to that. But it takes a lot less delta V to go this way. No, you don't get to see those numbers. You don't get to. Oh, jeez. And as our third launch, and our hopefully final launch for this video, commences, we can see the Space Center just flying away. I've made a Visi program for Drew before, but I don't think it'll work here because of the increased atmosphere. As you just saw. So, actually, what do you guys... No, I'm not going to ask that question yet. You get to be left in suspense to whatever that question is. Because I'm just that kind, you know? I'm not going to spoil things for you. I'm a very good non-spoiler. Now, as we perform our orbit burn, again... Let's lower that. Actually, I think I'm going to keep it at a relatively high altitude because I know it's going to end up burning down a bit. Okay, let's just wait. Sorry, that's laggy. I'm using an iPhone 12 on Juno New Origins. Of course, it's not going to be the best. Gonna have that yoink all the way over here. I mean, we're in space, but that doesn't count. We need to get to orbit, so... No, we're out of fuel. No, but we did technically... Eh? Oh, does that not count? Oh, well, it's fine. Alright, let's just test the descent stage since I've reached orbit already with a different craft. So let's just use the descent stage. Let's see if it works. And we are now in the atmosphere. Look at that. Look at that heat shield. It's doing so much. Hopefully it doesn't break. Oh, and here is the absolutely insane amount of flames. It's very risky to blow the parachutes now, but I've got them armed. It's blow at 19 kilometers. It inflates at 11 kilometers. This is a very, very shallow aero break. How's my heat shield doing? How much of bladder is left on this thing? I don't know, but we survived. And hopefully this thing will actually deploy. It did. Cause do you know New Origin's parachutes are ridiculously confusing? Like, you don't know if it'll fly under or over that speed, so I just like to disable it most of the time. But I forgot this time. So, but that is our first successful recovery mission, and it's the last mission of this video, which means I get to do a very long and boring outro while we descend down to the surface at regular speed. So, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you properly enjoyed it. I'm not going to share any statistics because I don't know how to access them. I'm a terrible content creator if I don't know how to access these things. I'll try learn. And if there's anything you want me to do in the next video, consider leaving a comment about it. Yes, that's what I was going to say earlier. And I hope you guys have a good day. And with that, we have landed.